Back at Barton Springs again, and I'm not on my own today. I've got Mike with me,
Right.
our weapon collector. I'm sure a good proportion of you know exactly who Mike is.
Yeah.
And I won't turn around and film her, but we've also got Metallic with us. She hasn't got her mask today, and she doesn't put her face on YouTube. I thought we'd come and see Barton Spring because they pop round to visit on their little tour of duty that they're doing. Driving, well, the length and breadth of the country, ain't you, really? Yeah. Meeting up with different subscribers along the way, and this is their first day off. And I don't live far from Mike, so he stopped off here first. We're just going to get our way up to the spring head there. I think most of you have probably seen this before, but stick around if you haven't, because it's a lovely little site, this. There we go. It's a lovely site, isn't it? What do you reckon? Worth the walk? Worth the little walk?
Definitely.
Yeah. I'll avoid filming Metallic. Yeah, there's a few people around today, a few more people than usual, but it's a weekend and it's a sunny day, so to be expected. Somebody's been smashing glass here. Look there. Little green beer bottle. I've just enjoyed a little drink of it. I always have a drink here because it's straight out the chalk aquifer. It hasn't even had the chance to pick up any nasties on its way, and old Queen Metallic, she wants to try a bit. Get her a cupful. That's quite alright, my Queen.
Cheers, my Queen.
Cheers.
Yeah, King Mike and Queen Metallic they are, yeah. What do you reckon, is it alright?
Yeah. Better than Mike's Ruston Festival.
They've got to drive to Northampton after this, so hopefully she won't explode in the car. We've just been trying to figure out what all these old bits of pipe might be about. You've got these bits of pipe running along. Now, it's not very old pipe, it's modern. It is modern pipe. And you've got that concrete platform down there, which has also got pipes going into it. If you follow the line of this one across to the spring, this is the second set of springs at Barton. This one, you've actually got the remains of man-made pipes that the aquifer water's coming out of. I don't drink out of these ones because they're man-made pipes. But at some point in the past, I'd say they've either been taking this water as the water supply down to the village, Barton-le-Clay, or there might have been some sort of industry here in the past, but I can't think what sort of industry. None of this is old enough to be an old watermill or anything like that. I think the chances are this is probably where water might have been pumped down to the village. Have a quick look inside there. You can't see much, you can see a bit. That's where the other pipe comes in. It's obviously been out of use for a long time. I think the best bet is this is probably where the village got its water from at one time. Duncan, if you're watching, you mentioned the other springs at Barton. Are these the ones you mean? That run down the side there? You've got two little points there where it's coming out the side. And it all runs and just joins down past those second springs there. I think that's probably the ones you mean. We were just talking about Mike and Metallic's travels because they've been to Wales recently as well, and they went over the Severn Bridge, and it reminded me when I was a kid I had a meltdown. I was terrified because we were going to Wales. My mum's side of the family are from the Rhondda Valley, so we were going to Wales when I was, I don't know, maybe about 5 or something. I'll just about remember it. But as I knew we were going over this bridge, but as we approached the bridge, off in the distance you could see it looming on the horizon. All I could see was those big suspension ropes, those massive great suspension ropes that go up and down and hold the bridge up. I thought we had to drive on them as we were approaching, and I started screaming in the back of the car, stop the car, I'm not doing it, I'm not going on there. Yeah, I didn't realise I was just folding it up. Metallic's just pointed out these sorry, not teasels, thistles. I've never seen this particular one before. It's got these sort of weird, thin, elongated leaves. And also, if you look at these flower heads, which are working their way up to opening, they've got this weird fuzzy coating on them. That's not a pest, that is part of the flower. Like you get on some cactuses.
Well, you
Spiral.
should just. I was just going to say, did you just describe that as a spiral?
Yes.
Something to do with the spiral grass?
That's Desmond weed, that's what that is.
Desmond.
It is, it's Spiroverse, it's following us.
Desmond weed.
If we don't suddenly turn up to the next string, Pete, you know what's happened. Come
We
on.
better get out of here, come on. If anybody knows what that thistle, I presume it was a thistle, it looks like a thistle. If anyone knows, let us know. Because that's quite a specific one, that, isn't it? There's the old Dartmoor ponies up there. There's a whole, I don't know, what do you call it, a herd I suppose? There's a whole herd of them who live here on Barton Hills. They're wild. I don't know how they got there originally, but they just live there.
That reminds me of doing the old waterfall thing. Waterfall walk we did.
It's a shame we don't have too much in the way of big rocks around here, or we'd have some nice waterfalls. Because it's all soft chalk, the water just sort of cuts its way through rather than makes waterfalls. Quite busy here today, but I think we sort of expected that.
He's got a smell, hasn't he? He's up there now. What, you staring in the eye, are you?
While Mike empties his bladder in the bushes.
Which way's east?
East, oh crikey, off the top of my head. Hang on, let's have a look. Which way's the sun? Yeah, east's roughly that way, up by the horses. There they are. Ponies, sorry.
You'll have to compare this footage with Jim to see who's got the steadier hand. You zoomed in?
Well, who's got the better? Oh, are we having a horse competition here? I'll zoom in. It depends who's got the best image stabilisation, doesn't it?
Well, mine definitely ain't on. You're going to have to, yeah, both. You should be able to hear us on both videos. Do a little comparison.
Tandem YouTubing.
Look at each other with the cameras.
Oh yeah, go on then.
What, zoomed in?
No.
There you go.
Right, that was a nice little walk, a nice little day out. Metallics, there's Metallic.
I've got to get my mask out of the car.
Yeah. Right, they're going to continue their royal tour of the country for the next 2 weeks. And King Mike, he just tried to convince me that it's traditional to bend down and kiss the king's ring. I ain't going to be doing that. See you later.
See you later.
Thank you for your hospitality, Sir Jim.
It's been great.
Last quick thing before they go off, I've got a little something for Mike to help him on his journey.
Thank you very much.
Anybody who's followed their camping escapades will know what that's for.
Just don't eat the yoghurt out of it.